Hey there, fellow consumers. Ever get the feeling you're being played by big corporations? Well, you might be right, especially when it comes to oligopolies. It's a fancy word for a not-so-fancy situation. In simplest terms, an oligopoly is like a market where a handful of big players call the shots. Think of it like this. Imagine a pizza place where only 3 restaurants exist. Not much choice, right? That's oligopoly in a nutshell. These few companies are like the cool kids in school, controlling everything. They decide the prices, the products, and basically how much dough you're going to shell out. Pun intended. But here's the kicker. These companies are so interconnected that they're practically reading each other's minds. They know if one raises prices, the others might follow suit. Talk about a price hike party you never signed up for. And just like that exclusive club you could never get into, oligopolies have barriers. These barriers, like high startup costs, make it nearly impossible for new businesses to enter the market. It's like trying to join a game of tag where the rules constantly change and you're always it. Remember Monopoly? The board game where you buy properties, build houses, and charge your friends exorbitant rent? Oligopolies are kind of like that, except it's not a game, and the money is very, very real. Let's break it down, shall we? One of the hallmarks of an oligopoly is the whole few sellers thing. It's like having a limited edition sneaker drop. But instead of sneakers, it's essential goods and services. And because there are only a few players, they have this unspoken agreement. It's not written on paper or anything, but they know if one company raises prices, the others will probably follow. It's like a synchronized swimming routine of price hikes. But wait, there's more. These oligopolies are masters of disguise. They try to convince you they're competing, but behind the scenes, they're more like frenemies. They'll launch similar products, spend millions on advertising, and even copy each other's marketing campaigns. And don't even get me started on barriers to entry. These are like the bouncers of the oligopoly club, making sure no new competition gets in. Think high startup costs, government regulations, or even just the sheer size and influence of the existing companies. Let's talk airlines, shall we? Because nothing says oligopoly like paying $25 for a checked bag and getting charged extra for legroom. The airline industry is a textbook example of an oligopoly. You've got a handful of major airlines controlling most of the market, and they've gotten pretty good at this whole price-fixing thing. Ever notice how airfares seem to magically go up around holidays? But it's not just about airfares. These airlines have also mastered the art of shrinking seats and cramming as many people as possible onto a plane. It's like they're trying to win a sardine-packing competition. And don't even get me started on baggage fees. Remember when checking a bag was free? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But hey, at least they're consistent. Consistently making our lives more expensive and inconvenient, that is. So are oligopolies all bad? Well, it's complicated. On the one hand, these big companies can be good for innovation. They have the resources to invest in research and development, leading to new products and technologies. But here's the catch. Oligopolies can also stifle competition and drive up prices. When a few companies control the market, they have less incentive to lower prices or improve their products because, hey, where else are you going to go? And let's not forget about the whole lack of choice thing. When you only have a few options, you're stuck with whatever those companies decide to offer, even if it's overpriced, underwhelming, or just plain ridiculous. So the next time you're feeling frustrated by high prices, limited choices, or just the general state of the market, remember the word oligopoly. It might just explain a lot.